Hello, screenwriters, and welcome to Writing for Screens, the screenwriting step-by-step project number 77. Episode, chapter, thing 77, part 77. We are here every weekday when I can do it, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to go from through the process of writing a script, TV drama pilot script, from rough idea through outline to a rough draft, which is what we're in the middle of now, and then I'm going to rewrite it into a more polished draft, and that is going to be the process that you get to watch, sharing my screen over my shoulder, so that hopefully it can demystify a seemingly mysterious process of how you write a script. I am not telling you it's the best way. I don't think it's the only way. It just happens to be the way that I have figured out, teaching myself how to do it during my 25-year professional career as a movie writer and TV writer in Hollywood, California. So yeah, that is what we're doing here. We got a bunch of people here. Hey, hello, Ellen. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Mally. Hello, this is Kitschy. It is good to see all of you here. It is good to be plunging back in. We are moving through the rough draft, which is putting down the basics, the whatever the heck you can think about. You just got to get something out of the outline onto the page so that you can begin to understand what you really have. That's the secret to writing. You don't get it all at once. You don't get it right the first time. You sometimes get these flashes of brilliance and you write them down and they stay. But most of the time, you're sort of groping towards it. And I wanted to show you the process of groping. That is what we are doing here. We are feeling our way through the emptiness of the white page into the text that you can work from. Hello, Timo. Hello, Liv. Gosh, all these new people here today. This is so exciting. Hey. Okay, let us just plunge right in to the old script. Or in this case, the outline, because we finished a rough draft of the scene before, and that leaves us here starting to figure out how we're going to do this. This is not it. This is the beginning of the script. We are going to our famous so far so good marker, our placeholder, which tells us where we are. And that leaves us here at near dawn they wake and make love. And that is the tricky point, a love scene, which truthfully is just a euphemism for sex scene. Although we will not actually put the sex into it because it just doesn't seem right for this. This is more of a romance. And so we're going to get up to it and then discreetly cut away or fade out. But that still leaves a lot of issues on how you get to this. This is actually going to be a relatively short scene, and yet it is going to probably take us 2 or 3 days, because that's how it goes when you're trying to figure out especially sensitive areas where you don't want to get the wrong tone and you don't want to put the audience off or out of the story accidentally. So that's the challenge, the trick. Now, let's just talk about the big question I always ask when I start any scene is, what has to happen in the scene? What is the essential thing I must accomplish in this scene? The essential thing is that they have to start to have sex. That's where we have to get to. And the other stuff we have to get to is a very complex dance of making clear to the audience their psychological and emotional state when they do this, because there's a lot of different ways it could be interpreted or read. And that's really the tricky part. That's the part where it gets sensitive here, and I want to make sure to get it the way I want it. And not to say that this is the way it would get made. Things change, especially with intimacy on screen. The actors and the director and the producers have a lot to say. It's actually written into the script and into the contract what can and cannot be shown in a love scene. So, the first thing I want to do is, what I'm trying to get clear here is that this is a happy, consensual, emotional act of these two people. That because the last time we saw her, she was bombed out of her mind. And so it is a tricky thing to make clear that that's not true. Yes, screenwriting, hard hats required. Absolutely the case. We are constructing here. So let us open up the scene, which currently doesn't exist. It's just blank page. All right. Okay. So what we did was we got us into the room. That's the last thing that happened. Was we did an establishing shot to show that time had passed, that the night had gone by, and that the sun was rising. Now, having done that, the first thing we have to do is establish that they're in the same position that they were before. Okay. Now this is one of those things. This happens a lot. I get hungry towards the end of the day, which is when we do this. So sometimes my stomach grumbles, and I always wonder whether, because it's not far, it's about the same distance from the mic as my mouth, and I always wonder if you can hear that. And if so, oh, okay, there you go. I apologize. But what can I say? It's proof that I'm not an AI. All right, this is one of those things. Writing, just a little writing trick. I'm actually saying the same thing twice here. They haven't moved, that's one. Then she still has the description of it, but it's essentially the same thing. And so sometimes you just cut. You just keep it clear. Okay, so we got that. I was just trying to think, is that good? Is that, yeah? I think I like that. Like they sleep. It's just it's a calm, simple statement. Because I was considering just taking this out too, and putting their names into this, but no, but no. All right, so now. This is the process of questions. I talk about this a lot in my videos. When you have nothing, when you have this big blank space and you don't really know, although you have a plan for what the scene is going to be, ask questions. For instance, who wakes up first? I'm going to do this here. Use your outline as a workspace, as a place. You can do it in the notes. Also, I have another document where I sometimes do this, but it's easier now to just do it right here in the outline. Who wakes first? I think she does. Okay, so there you go. I was just thinking, see, I'm saying they sleep and then she wakes, and I was kind of wondering, should I just start it with her waking? In other words, it implies they were sleeping. But no, you really need that moment of them being Madeline. I see, I'm kind of acting out. Madeline. Gingerly. No, that's good. Stirs. Madeline stirs. One eye. Warily. Now, here's a question, and I just don't know the answer to this. I have not done in my life enough drugs to know. Do you get can you have a hangover from drugs? Because she didn't drink alcohol. It was drugs. And I'm going to say, okay, that was a thumbs up. Does that mean yes? I'm going to say yes. Confused. Hung over. Thank you, groggy. That's a good word. Thank you, Kitchi. Thank you, Ellen, for that research. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Groggy. Yep. That's where we're going. Okay. She opens one eye. Oh. All right. Her mouth feels like carpeting. Everything hurts. And what exactly is she lying on? Norman. Okay, so what on earth? Here's the thing. Madeline is no longer, well, yes, I'm getting it. I don't want them to talk. This is the thing. This has to, I don't want to talk much. They will eventually talk a bit. So yeah, no. The colored dim. Okay. So what I want is a series of moves, like that that give us a sense of their attitude, but they're not going to talk until I want him to raise the question of consent, because he's the one who is responsible for checking that she is not still high. And I do want that to come up. I don't want it to be lectury, but they are the sort of people who would be conscious of their responsibilities. They are the ones who would be thoughtful about that. So it's more a character issue than a political or social issue, but I do want to get it in. And also, they are aware that it is a political and social issue at this point. So, because the concept of sexual politics of the new Me Too awareness of whether consent can happen while you are drunk. I think it's really important that they, especially Norman, who is a reporter and is attuned to these things, he's gonna ask. So I want to get to that, but I want to get to that in a series of emotional steps. It's not political for him or for this movie. It's for the show. It's the inner workings of his mind. So, actually, guys, I'm going to do something unusual and weird. I am going to briefly step away. Let me see if I can do this. I believe I can. Hang on. Yes, I will be right back. Hey, alrighty. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Now and then, between 3 and 4, things happen at home that I have to attend to. I appreciate your consideration. All right, let's get back into this. Remembering. Okay. That probably won't let, but I want to put something there that's mental. As well, some. Okay, so I don't need that. No, that's an interesting thought, but I think that I actually want him to be blunt about it. Um, uh, okay. Okay, so Norman. Um, so here's what I'm going to try and get to is a series of expressions and motions. This is an unusual thing. People don't usually do this, but you know there's a wide range of things you can do in a script. Um, I don't want to tell the actors how to do it, but I need to suggest the states of mind by how they behave, and that's it. So I want her to I want us to see her realizing, holy crap, I got stoned, there was a fight, I ended up in bed with this guy. And she's not entirely sure that what they have done. He, meanwhile, since he does remember and knew where he was, is sort of watching her like, how is she going to handle this? Um, Actually, I'm going to save the arm asleep thing for once they are trying to make love. I think that will be more fun. Is if they can't quite go right into anything because he can only use one arm. Anyway, that was planted, the setup and payoff. When I wrote the part where she falls onto his arm and he can't move it, it was partly to keep him pinned there, but it was also aware that I was going to have this moment coming and I wanted to use it. So that is something we often do. We set up to pay off. A key to screenwriting: set up and payoff. Um, See, caring and concerned are too alike. Um, uh, well, you know, not doomed. The people with a little communication and patience, we work things out. All right. So, um, um, trying to regulate her proportions of shame. Of no, that's not certainty of amusement, shame, gratitude, and uncertainty. There we go. Okay, no, it doesn't. Yeah, don't need to say hello. She looks down at. She just looks down. Okay, I want to figure out how many moves. The eventual move will be a kiss. But the question is, do they need to talk first? Now, the big question is who makes the first move that turns this into something sexual? I think I want it to be her. In fact, I'm sure I want it to be her. Okay. Down the line, I will probably streamline some of this, but okay, sighs, but kind of smiles. Right. Norman. Actually, she instantly looks at him, reaching up with one finger and putting it across his lips, over his lips. Okay, is that across or over? She looks at him, reaching up with one finger and putting it over his lips to stop. Nope. Nope. Shh. Nope. Shh. Okay. So now they're in bed. She's got her finger out. That's, and then mouth. No, wait. No. No. No, wait. Hold on. Hastily. No, wait, hold on. Did we already do this? Did we already do this? No. No. What? No. No, I just... already do this? What? No, I just... You don't want to. You don't want to. I do. Oh no. I have. It sounds like he has been doing all that. That's not right. No. Oh no, I do. I can't believe that. I just need to consent. Just need. I just. Do you want me to have my lawyers draw something up? I need consent. Do you want me to have my lawyers draw something up? No. All right. No, I just... Are you... No. I just... Are you... sober? You... this is the thing. Does she see... does he say, are you high? Are you still high? Nope. Still high. I am not. I don't know. I am not. Okay. This has gone on a while. We got to get out of it now. Okay, so. Oh, this is turning into a good scene. Yeah. Okay. So, I am not. I am not. Discussing it, I will no longer. I won't. That will stop. That will end. I am not. I'm doing this because I want to. Although if we keep discussing it, that will end. That will end. That's going to stop. That will end. Okay, no, that's good. When he realizes his arm is totally numb. Totally numb. Ellen, did you turn into a different person? Does she ask him if he is? I don't think we have room for it. She's just made 2 jokes. I'm not sure that we can do 3. But I get that. That's a good job. You still alive? No, are you? No. I think we're in the moment of where that's done. Which is when he realizes his arm is totally asleep, still asleep, still asleep. That's it. Asleep is not the word we meant. Oh, come on, really? You can't guess that? Some spell checks. Asleep. Okay. Yeah. That's how I do this. I don't know if everyone does. I actually have heard a lot of writers say they do. You say it out loud as it's happening. You are not remotely trying to act. You are just trying to imagine. And there is a rhythm to words. There is a feel. So yeah. Note that. What the hell? What the fuck? Cool. Psycho Old Joe also does this. He also talks as he does it. So that, yes, exactly. Marvelous. My arm fell asleep. My arm fell asleep. Completely not. He's wiggling his shoulders. Shimmying his shoulders. Okay, some people will get this, and I'm okay with that. Some people won't. Okay. Fine, I'll come back. Agonizing pins and needles, actually. Agonizing pins, needles. Actually. They kiss. And she climbs on top of him. And now I'm gonna do the. There we go. Okay, that's actually basically the scene I thought it would be. I wanted it to be intimate, but a little funny, but a little honest, but still romantic. And I think that's good. Huh. Just a reminder, every Friday or Saturday, I make a PDF of however far the script has gotten, whatever state it's in, and the outline, and I post them on my website. Hang on. Let's see if this works. Writing for Screens. Just a reminder for those of you who are into this kind of thing. Okay, yeah. So this is my website, Writing for Screens. And if you go down, you will find these. Oh, look at that. That's annoying. Okay, I can't do this. This here, it says creative. See it? Okay, creative is where I put my scripts and stuff. So if you click on creative, it will open a page. And on this page here, there's some scripts, other scripts of mine that I wrote. But here in this item, see it? You click that, and it has the latest draft of the script right there, and the latest draft of the outline right there. Look at that. I did it. I showed you. Okay, so you can always find the script, and that's a cool thing. So yeah, congratulations, guys. We got a whole scene written. That is, well, I did. I'm not gonna be modest about this. I wrote it. And I hope it was helpful. So let us answer Matthew's question, and then we'll be closing down. Hang on. All right. So what does a treatment consist of? And I'll tell you. A treatment is a prose summary of a script. If it is very often, they will ask you to do a treatment before you write the script. So it's a prose summary of a script that doesn't exist yet. I'm hoping one day to do a video on this topic because pitching and treatments are interesting. And I truly believe that treatments are evil. Treatments are purely unhelpful to writers. They are purely for the use of producers and companies and other people who are saying, I need proof of what I am buying or what this will be. And so they ask for a treatment. Or even worse, they want a treatment of an existing script, as in, I don't want to be bothered reading the whole script. Give me it in 3 pages or 5 pages. And all of that just sucks. The writing style of a treatment is this weird kind of book report on a thing that doesn't exist yet. You're trying to sort of hype it when you don't really know what it will, like with this scene. With every scene that we've done so far. I know what the rough idea of the scene is, but I don't know exactly how it is, and I don't know how I would describe that so as to make you wish that this movie would exist. You can hype it. You can say, oh, there will be a funny, touching love scene. Different people are going to imagine different things. So all you're doing is creating expectations which will be disappointed. I just hate treatments. That's a treatment. A treatment is a prose outline of a script, either written or unwritten. And they are evil, and if at all possible, don't do them. The only reason to do it is because you are trying to get a job and they won't give you the job, or they won't let you write the script if they've hired you until you've given them the treatment, in which case just recognize what it is. It is a signal to them. It is a reassurance. It does not really have to be accurate. It just has to make them feel better and to be relatively, I would suggest being relatively honest, because once again, expectations are just disappointments waiting to happen. And a treatment is a whole set of crazy expectations which are only going to be disappointed. So I hate treatments with a passion. And with that said, yeah, sometimes you have to do them. Producers insist or whatnot. But truthfully, if you can avoid doing a treatment, avoid it. It is certainly not a necessary step to write a script. You don't need a treatment. You only need a treatment if some producer or something is going to give you something because you do the treatment. If you're not going to get something from it, don't do it. That is my professional opinion. And as such, I am closing down for tonight. I am saying thank you. This was fun. This was productive as all get out. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Go write something.